The next form of dangerous speech that Imam Ghazali discusses is al-la'n, to curse someone. In Urdu we say, لعنت करना किसी पे. Imam Ghazali says, this is to banish someone from Allah, to expel someone from the mercy of Allah. Imam Ghazali says this is very risky, to do la'nah upon a person, because you're imposing upon Allah the banishment of a person, and you don't know whether Allah has determined damnation for this person or guidance for that person. How can you be audacious in imposing upon Allah that this person is to be doomed? Imam Ghazali explains, there are some people that we know decisively have been damned. For them, these are people who are mal'oon. For them, it's permissible to do la'nah upon them. Fir'aun, Abu Jahl, the like that we know decisively through the Quran and the Sunnah, permissible to do la'nah upon them. Imam Ghazali says it may be permissible. You know that this person, you know specifically, this person definitely died in his final moment upon kufr. It may be permissible to do la'nah upon such a person, but Imam Ghazali says, if this la'nah hurts a fellow Muslim, now it's no longer permissible. It may be that person has a son who's Muslim. Even critiquing such a person, let alone la'nah, is not permissible, because you're hurting your fellow Muslim, even if you're right in your critique about him. That person, he's the father of your fellow Muslim. You're hurting his feelings. Don't do that. It's no longer permissible. Imam Ghazali further clarifies, just because someone lived upon kufr before you doesn't mean that that person is mal'oon, doesn't mean that that person is damned. You don't know, perhaps unbeknownst to you, that person accepted Islam. How can you do la'nah upon such a person? It is not permissible to do la'nah upon anyone that you do not know their state when they died. Imam Ghazali further adds, it may be permissible, rather it is permissible, to do la'nah upon categorizations of people, that categorizations by their description until banishment from the mercy of Allah. For example, a person says, la'nah upon kuffar. You say la'nah upon those who reject Allah, this is permissible. But nonetheless, Imam Ghazali says, if you are to specify la'nah upon a kafir, the way to do it is لعنه الله إن مات على الكفر. May the la'nah of Allah be upon him if he died upon kufr. If he is to die upon kufr. That way you're making yourself safe. You're not imposing it upon Allah by making it a conditional statement. Nonetheless, Imam Ghazali says, وَلَيْسَ فِي تَرْكِ اللَّعْنِ خَطَرٌ. There's no risk, there's no danger in simply not doing la'nah at all. You don't, in your critique of a person, in your critique, let's say, of a kafir tyrant, you don't have to do la'nah upon that person. It's rather, there's no risk in it. And if a person understands this about a kafir, because you don't know, that kafir might die in a state of iman. If you don't know that, it's not permissible. Hence Imam Ghazali says, if you understand this point about a kafir, even more so about a Muslim, just because a Muslim is extremely sinful doesn't mean that you do la'nah upon him. It's not permissible. The beloved messenger is reported to have said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the person, the mu'min, the person of iman is not someone who's always doing la'nah. May Allah Azza wa Jal save us all.